Good morning, y'all. It's Lindsay. I wanted to bring you with me as I share what I eat in a day on a low-carb, ketovore-ish lifestyle today. Did I say today more than once? Probably. Forgive me. I have already had 1 cup of coffee today, and I'm ready to make up some breakfast and, sort of see where this day takes me. I don't know what else to add, but there you go. So what you see here is some teal-colored Play-Doh turned into, are these cookies, baby? Or are they, what are these?
They're burgers.
Oh, they're burgers. Okay, and I got a hot dog with a bun. Is that my breakfast for today? I got 1, 2, half, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 burgers. Whoa, look at that. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be so full. Look at me getting all this good protein. Thank you. I am working on my breakfast right here, and I had to talk about this pan. This is a crepe pan, but I have discovered it to be much more useful than that. Clearly, any skillet can be used for 1,000 different things. One of them I like to use it for is for frying my hard-boiled eggs, and if you've not tried this, it is an oldie but a goodie here for me. It is so good to have the hard-boiled eggs like crispy on the outsides. Oh, so good. Anyway, this crepe pan is great for making the crepes. It's great for making tortillas. It's also really good for making omelets, which pretty much anything that is thin, it's good for making. I also like making really large pancakes in this just because, I don't know, it's fun. Anyway, so I am currently cooking up my breakfast. Breakfast is ready. I have here those 4 hard-boiled eggs that I split in half and I pan-fried them over there. And I put a little bit of mayonnaise. I believe that is about a tablespoon, possibly a tablespoon and a half. I also have probably half a teaspoon of some sriracha. And I'm on my 2nd cup of black coffee for today. This is what I'm going to have for lunch. I have some egg white bread. This I made in a silicone baguette style pan that, it makes 3 baguettes. So I did half of one of those, so 1/6 of an egg white bread recipe. I've not yet done a recipe video on the egg white bread. There are 4,008 of them out there. I have my homemade mayonnaise. I would say there's about a tablespoon and a half, possibly 2 tablespoons. What is happening with my focus? There we go. I used 1 serving of the Hormel Natural Choice Deli sandwich meat. This one I think is the smoked ham, and 3 slices is a serving for that. Then I also have 1 serving of the Hormel uncured hard salami. Here it is. That 4 slices equals 1 serving there. I have 3, approximately 3. I already have them sliced up, but little grape tomatoes. That could be 3.5. I don't know. And then a few little pieces of super thin sliced green bell pepper. A couple of shreds of some lettuce here. This is just iceberg lettuce shredded up. This is going to be my lunch for today. No cheese, and yet this is still very delicious. Okay, I have finished that lunch. It's about an hour later, not quite. I've been distracted by doing all the things, and I'm still hungry. I am going to eat the rest of this. This is an egg pudding, so it is hard-boiled eggs, a little bit of almond milk, some allulose, some monk fruit, some cocoa powder, since it's chocolate, a little bit of salt, and I think there was just vanilla in this one. So yeah, I'm going to go and manage that. It is late afternoon. It is after 4 o'clock, almost 4:30. I'm feeling super snacky hungry. I've done the things to try to alleviate some of the snackiness. I went through and I took off the dark gray purpley nail polish that I had and I turned them all the same color. I was just, messing around. But one of the tricks I do like to do whenever I do feel snacky, but I know that I don't need to eat, is go change out my nail polish, because that means I can't do much for a little while. Anyway, I did all that before lunchtime, and I can't do it again. It's a process and I cannot do it again. And we have some errands we need to run this evening. So anyway, I decided to pull together some pepperoni for a little snack. This is 60 grams of pepperoni. 30 grams are a serving. This is just the Hormel brand basic pepperoni. And I'm going to eat that and then get these girls all rustled up so we can head out. We have a baby shower that we are working on, and I need to go run a few errands regarding that. So I'm gonna have this. How much protein does that equal? That's only 10 grams of protein. It's really not a big bang for your buck, is it? Oh well, it's tasty. And that's what counts right now. I have been just drinking plain water today, nothing special or anything like that. So I am going to now make some of my Relight Electrolytes. I haven't shared before. I got the mixed berry flavor. I really like strawberry lemonade. I like berry flavors. So that I decided to go with the berry flavor since my exogenous ketones were all strawberry lemonade. And then the iodine that I am putting in here is, if I could focus, I swear this thing just does not appreciate me. Maybe I don't appreciate it. I don't even know. Okay, so the J. Crow's is the iodine, or iodide, potassium iodide and iodine solution that I'm using. I'm just going to tuck this over here, get about 4 ounces of hot water. So I don't like the ice cold water. I like room temperature water or slightly warm water. And the hot water will help to dissolve the salt and the other ingredients in that electrolyte powder. In my blue cup, you usually can't tell how clear this is until, you know, I stick the cup under the light, which is partly why I decided to grab this glass for this. I mean, that is just so... I say it every time. It always impresses me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my iodine. Okay, 5 drops for me today. That looks unappetizing. True story. But look at that. We get it all dissolved and diluted. And it does not taste like anything whenever that iodine is mixed into the Relight. I've actually mixed the iodine just like that 5 drops or less in just plain water, and I don't notice any kind of a taste to it. So that's a huge plus. This glass is, I believe, 28 ounces. So there's some clear water. You can see there's just a wee bit of the salt down there left, but it will be managed. Oh, it's finally dinner time. I am so glad. I have been munchy, noshy, whatever you want to call it, all day, and I've been trying to do all the things to prevent that from just derailing me entirely. So here we go. I have 3 of the egg white wraps. I will have shared these in a recent What I Eat in a Day video, just kind of explaining how I went through those. Everything looks very pale on my plate, which is kind of sad. But in here I have ground beef with a homemade taco seasoning. I use a paprika base in my powder, like my dry taco seasoning mix, because our children do not care for spicy things, and I can add more spice to a dish, but I can't take it out. So I try to err on the side of mild and then add more seasons that are more spicy, like cayenne or red pepper flake or those kinds of things for me and my husband. Anyway, so I've got ground beef taco meat, and then I've got a little bit of shredded lettuce and some of this salsa. And because I'm not having any sour cream or any cheese, I felt like I needed some kind of a creamy component to my 3 tacos here. So I just did a squeeze of mayonnaise on each of those. And like I said, there are 3. There's 1, and there's 2, and there's 3. And then this is about 3/4 of a cup of cauli rice with a little bit of butter, salt, and I did not put pepper on it. I need some pepper. We had quite the afternoon and quite the evening, so we did not ever go out to run our baby shower errands. It is definitely a line item for tomorrow's list that we cannot ignore because the baby shower is happening and the days are running out. Anyway, been doing a lot of management of a lot of very large feelings from very small humans, and I tell you what, some days it's just the way it goes. But anyway, I feel like some coffee. I am going to have a cup of decaf coffee. I have some peppermint sweet drops. I'm going to do just a few little drops in my coffee, and I'm going to have a donut shop decaf. If oh, my camera, there we go. Donut shop decaf. Pop that in. Don't forget the mug. 12 ounces. All right. There's that peppermint black coffee. I am going to have this as the very last thing I consume tonight. I think I'm going to go put on some pajamas. We're going to sit down in the living room and watch us some TV for a little bit as a family, and that's going to be that. It'll be bedtime. Love bedtime. Do you know why I love bedtime? Because shortly after bedtime, you go to sleep, and then you wake up, and all of a sudden coffee is made again. That little bit of peppermint, so refreshing. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today as I shared what I ate on a keto, ketovore, low carb-ish, whatever you wish to classify this type of way of eating as. Diet? Did I need to add that at the end? Did it need a noun? I'd have to go back and re-listen to it and diagram that to figure out if I didn't have a noun as a direct object in that statement. Oh, my stars. Okay, anyway, I appreciate you for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.